You think you've got the upper hand, you're in control. You're following the no-contact rule like a seasoned strategist. But then, something strange happens. She's not chasing you. No late-night texts, no "I miss you" messages, no sudden excuses to talk. Wait a minute. What if she's also doing no contact? Who breaks first? Who wins? And more importantly, what does this reveal about her psychology? By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly what's happening in her mind and how Stoicism can give you the edge you need. But be warned, what you're about to learn might just change the way you see relationships forever. Please like video and subscribe my channel. Before we dive in, let's take a moment to appreciate how modern dating feels like a chess game where both players refuse to make the first move. Stalemate, anyone? Now let's get into it. At first, no contact feels like a genius move. You're in control, you're creating space, and most importantly, you're making her wonder about you. It's psychological warfare. You assume that eventually she'll reach out, driven by curiosity, regret, or longing. But then, silence. No calls, no messages, no indirect accidental likes on your posts. What if she's also doing no contact? Most men don't consider this possibility. They assume women are more emotionally vulnerable and will crack first. But here's the truth. Women are wired for emotional endurance in ways most men aren't. You see, while you're sitting there checking your phone, debating whether she's thinking about you, she might be sitting in complete calm, playing the exact same game. So, what's really going on in her mind? Here are 3 key possibilities. 1. She's testing your resolve. Women are naturally wired to test a man's emotional strength, often without realizing it. If she initiated no contact or simply mirrored your silence, it could be a subconscious test. Can you handle distance? Will you stay firm, or will you break first? If you crack and reach out, it signals emotional weakness, that you can't handle uncertainty, that you need her validation. And once she senses that, her attraction might fade. 2. She's protecting her ego. No one likes rejection, especially someone who values their self-worth. If she believes you're intentionally ignoring her, she may not see it as you holding frame, but rather, you rejecting her. And here's the kicker. Women mirror energy. If she senses neglect, she gives it back. If she feels unappreciated, she withdraws. If she thinks you don't care, she forces herself to care even less. At that point, it's no longer about missing you. It's about protecting herself from emotional damage. 3. She's actually moving on. Here's where things get dangerous. If she's emotionally strong, she might not just be waiting, she might be detaching permanently. Women process breakups differently. While men feel the loss later, women often experience the pain first. And if she's using no contact as a healing tool, she might be rebuilding herself in a way that makes her never look back. And now comes the real question. What if she's not just waiting? What if she's actively preparing for her next move? That's when things get really interesting. Let's talk about female psychology and why patience is one of her greatest strengths. Unlike men, who often act on impulse, women process emotions in a way that's more calculated. When she's silent, she's not just sitting there, waiting for you to make a move. She's analyzing, does she miss you? Maybe. But she's also asking herself, is he actually worth missing? Does she want to reach out? Perhaps. But she's also wondering, what does it say about me if I do? Women don't just feel emotions, they rationalize them. And that's where things get tricky. Because while you're thinking, I hope she still wants me, she's thinking, do I even need him anymore? And here's the harsh reality. If she sees you as replaceable, she will detach faster than you expect. Think about it. Women have options. Maybe not all are ideal, but there's always someone in her DMs waiting to grab her attention. If she convinces herself that you're no longer valuable, she will start mentally moving on, even if she still has feelings for you. And that's what makes no contact a double-edged sword. If you're using no contact thinking she'll come running back, you might be setting yourself up for failure, because if you're just waiting for her to break, you're already losing. At this point, you might be thinking, wait, so I'm supposed to just sit here and hope she cracks first? Not exactly. That's where Stoicism comes in, because the key to winning this battle is realizing it's not a battle at all. This is where most men fail. They treat no contact as a waiting game, a battle of wills, where the first person to reach out loses. But a true Stoic, he doesn't play that game at all. He sees no contact as a period of self-mastery, because the goal isn't to get her back. The goal is to become so grounded, so emotionally unshakable, that it doesn't even matter if she comes back or not. So, what should you do instead of obsessing over her silence? 1. Shift your focus inward. No contact isn't about making her miss you. It's about rediscovering your own value. Work on your purpose. Build something that excites you. Level up your physique. Hit the gym. Get stronger. Become a version of yourself that commands respect. Develop a powerful mindset. Read, learn, grow. Stop being reactive. Become the kind of man who attracts rather than chases. 2. Control what you can. Detach from what you can't. Most men suffer because they try to control things outside of themselves, her thoughts, her feelings, her decisions. But the truth is, you can't control her. What can you control? Your mindset, your emotions, your actions. If she reaches out, great. If she doesn't, also great. Because you're too busy becoming your best self to be waiting around. 3. Reframe the situation. Instead of seeing no contact as a battle of wills, see it as an opportunity to reset your value. When you detach from the outcome, you become the prize. And here's what happens next. You stop looking desperate, you stop feeling anxious, and ironically, she starts wondering about you. Let's be real. When you reach this level, she's the one sitting there thinking, wait, why hasn't he reached out? Did I lose him? And that's the real power. So now the question isn't, what if she's also doing no contact? It's, what will you do about it? Now you know the truth about female psychology, no contact, and the power of Stoicism. But here's the thing, knowing isn't enough. Applying it is where the real transformation happens. So if you want to dive deeper into understanding female behavior, attraction, and how to master your own psychology, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. And before you go, drop a comment below. What's the hardest part about no contact for you?